Peace, 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 and blessings, my loves. Grand rising, grand day, golden rising, rich rising. Grand day, grand evening, wherever you are in this lovely universe. Thank you for tuning into my channel, House of Black Obsidian. I am your Yellow Priestess, the High Priestess Oracle, the Oracle High Priestess Oya Ajay. And I am here today to do readings for my Leos. Okay. And that could be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus, or wherever you have Leo in your chart, or maybe you don't have Leo in your chart and you are cross watching for Leo. Okay. If that may be the case, okay, please do me a favor and share this message with Leos and get the messages out. Okay. All right. Leave a comment or two if the video resonates with you. If the video does not resonate with you, it's okay. Put it down on the table or send it back out into the universe for another Leo to pick it up. All right. Like I said, thank you for tuning into my channel, House of Black Obsidian. I am your lovely host, the High Priestess Oracle, the Oracle High Priestess Oya Ajay. And realize that time is an illusion. So when you get this message, it is divine timing. Okay, so when you get this message, it is meant for you to get this message because we are timeless. Okay? Leo, this is the second time that you've had a reading, which has had two different meanings. Okay. I'm not going to say two different meanings, but two readings in one. This first message is very, very specific. Okay. Okay. I don't even, usually I just jump right on into the message, but this particular message, okay. Typically, all of my messages are always usually good energy, positive messages, and getting messages out of healing, never typically anything that daunting, um, anything about death and destruction. Okay, so it's a little. I wrestled. I tried to put these cards back in the deck, and Spirit was like, "No, you need to get this message out." And I believe last week in one of my readings, I can't remember what signs I was reading for, but I said that yes, things aren't always love and light, and you have to start dealing with the dark side of things and seeing how you handle when things get rough. Like I said, this message is very specific. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Um, Kind of give you a little background about myself. As you guys know, my name is Oya Shekmet Ishel Ajay. Okay. Um, my initiation name. All right. So Oya is storm. Shekmet is war, destruction. Okay. And Shekmet is the alter ego, alter side of Hathor. Hathor is the love and light. Okay. Shekmet is the death and destruction side. Okay, Oya has both sides too. Okay, she's the storm. Um, they also resonate on both sides, life and death. Okay, so there we go. I was initiated after the death of my father, January 7th of 2020. I dived deep into my spirituality, and that's when I picked up tarot and started reading tarot. I've always had a knack for it, but that's when I actually started, picked it up and really started going into it. And then January 6th of 2022, I lost my grandmother. But in that, I was there, and I actually was there when she transitioned. Okay, I was there when she took her last breath. Okay, so I look at death um, in a different way than most people do. Um, Energy is never created or destroyed. So, although our spirit may leave this flesh, this meat suit, it's the spirit lives on. So physically, I know that my grandmother and my father aren't here, but they are here with me in spirit. Okay. And the reason why I say this is because I was leading up to this message. This message that I have is it's death. Okay. It's I'm just going to show the cards and then I will get into it. And like I said, this message is specific. And like I said, I did try to put these cards back because I was like, whoa, like literally, they flipped out all together, like lumped. I won't really say flipped out, but I was shuffling and they flipped over. Let me just show y'all. So I was shuffling, and literally like cards are lumped together and flipped over like this into the deck. Okay, and they fell out. I turned them over and I was like, oh, 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 and tried to put them back in, but that didn't quite work. Okay. So, like I said, I'm using my Oracle deck. Okay. So there was the first card from my Oracle deck. Okay. And that first card was water. Okay. So I was like, all right, water. Water is cleansing. Um, First thing that popped in my head was, ooh, water ritual. It is time to release some things and spiritually cleanse. And then I went on to my soul's journey deck, and the next card was, sorry, I actually clicked out of my camera thing, but the next card was fear. Okay. Well, it's like, all right, maybe someone has a fear of water, right? No problem. But also, someone could be fearing the growth that it takes when you're spiritually cleansing because you're ascending to a next level. No problem. And then these tarot cards um, flipped out of the Garbage Pail Kids deck. All right. So I have the Three of Swords, the Devil card, Death, Judgment, and Tower. And I just got chills. I'm not even really sure why this message came out in Leo's reading. Like, yes, this message is specific for Leo, but I also feel like this is a collective message too. I don't really watch the news too much. I got to get better at that. Um, can't be a public relations officer and not really watch the news. But so weather-wise, I don't know what's going on the coast. Okay, but this message alone has two different meanings. It's specific as well as collective. Um, Somebody has a fear of water due to a traumatic experience. Either they've had a family member die. Um, I hate the word die or death. To be, excuse me, unalived by water. So maybe, and again, Leo, take what resonate, leave what doesn't. You had a family member, or you're going to have a family member who is going to transition through water, and maybe you have a fear of water because of that. All I can say is I'm sorry. My heart goes out to you for your loss. My condolences. But on the collective side of this reading, Spirit said anything hmm, close to water is about to be destroyed. Um, I don't have a timeline, a time frame. Um, there's going to be a lot of death and destruction dealing with water. Yes, it's going to bring its judgment, and it's going to bring a tower moment. But that tower moment is going to usher in some change. It's a new paradigm, people. Shit. I just keep getting chills, like the hairs on my arms, on my whole entire body is standing up right now. Okay. I know that this is a very blunt and like distasteful way to say this, but this is the message I'm getting. Like my spirit guard sky, I'm very blunt in its own. And my spirit guides are blunt as well. And my ancestors very much so too. But like I said, there's about to be a huge paradigm shift, a huge transition, a huge change. There's going to be death and destruction in order to usher in this new earth. And it is not, I know it's always said that earth is going to be destroyed by fire and brimstone this go around, and it's not going to flood again, blah, blah, blah. Spirit does what Spirit does, and Mama Earth is gonna do what Mama Earth wants to do. Okay, checkmate energy, death and destruction. Like I am here to collect, to remove death and destruction from this earth, so people can live heaven on earth. Okay? I say that to say, like I said, forgive the messages in the way that the messages are being brought down, but it's real. I am channeling heavy right now, but Spirit is going, Mama Earth is about to fuck up the coast. Anything with water, be mindful. I hear we're about to be pushed inward. There's going to be a new capital. Like I said, this message is timeless. I don't have a date. I don't have a time frame. Like this is rough for me because like everything in my physical, in my mind, logically, is telling me stop this message. Do not get this message out. Like oh my god, but I would be self sabotaging myself and counteracting and being disobedient to what spirit is telling me to do right now. And I ain't blocking no more of my blessings. But also, this is going to save some souls. All right, I know that I said that this message in particular was for Leos. Take what resonates, leave what does not. But I am not going to post this message for Leos. I'm going to post this as a collective message and just get the word out. Um, what's going to be my Leo message? Okay. Um, okay, so I just added up the cards and the numbers total 67, right? 6 plus 7 is 13. Initially, when I thought that, 3 plus 1 is 4, and no, it said back it up, go back to 13, the 13th dimension. These messages are coming from the 13th dimension, is what I heard. This judgment card is XX, which is 1010, okay, which is technically 20. There's a but when I instantly saw that, X, again, it's judgment, death, destruction, extinction. All right. By no means is this a message to induce or put fear uh, into anyone. Okay. Only thing you need to fear in this moment is nothing. Okay. Honestly, if you are doing the work to heal and spiritually cleanse yourself, and you right with spirit, I mean, if this death and destruction comes, then what you scared for? Okay? I don't like fear mongering. I don't. That's not my thing. I don't trauma bond. Mm-mm. But I am being guided and told to put this message out here. So how do you counteract fear though? You live in love. Okay. So all I can say is collective. Tap into your heart space, okay? And just make sure you guys are preparing. I mean, at this point, you guys, anybody who is not with the shit and seeing the signs right now, you have to absolutely be fucking blind, okay? Shit is getting real out here. So we are, yes, in the end of this old paradigm, ushering in a new paradigm. Um, that's just what it is. Okay. This is not a message you can kind of sugarcoat. um, do the necessary things you guys need to do to prepare, especially those who live close to the oceans, natural bodies of water, the coast. Okay. But it's and I just heard not just the coast of America. This is around the world, okay, or around every body of water. um, and not every body of water. These are huge bodies of water. I mean, the oceans, okay, the coast. Now, as far as being pushed inward, I'm specifically talking about the U.S. right now because that's where I'm at, and this is just again a message that I'm getting. Um, said earlier, it will be pushed inward. So those who live on the coast, y'all need to just get prepared. I have no other messages, no other way to say what I'm saying. Okay. You see the cards: water, fear, Three of Swords, Devil, Death card, Judgment, Power. Okay. I said what I said. And it's not necessarily what I said. These are the messages that I got. Okay. So take heed. Um, how do you counteract that energy? Come from a space of love. Right now, we need to lead with love. Okay. Everybody keeps saying, oh, there's all this love and lighter type shit, whatever, but That's the only way we're going to be able to get and transition into this other side, is leading with love, even through this time of death and destruction. All right, so I am going to complete this message. Like I said, this message is going to be a collective message. Leo's water and fear, yes, will still be in your reading, but it is on another side of things as far as cleansing some energy for you personally. But like I said, this message is going to be a collective message. So collective, take what resonates, and leave what doesn't, but also get the messages out. Like I said, this was more of it was a reading, but it was more of a channeling, which I do those when I'm reading. But like I said, I was prompted to get this message out to the collective. And here I am still trying to rationalize, like, should I even record this message? I put it out. I'm like, no, no, no. And it was like a punch in my chest, like, no, get that message out. But it was like a fear, an anxiety type feeling for me. So I'm facing my fear head on right now and putting out a message, a type of message I've never put out on my channel before. I have to. Again, like I said, I don't have a time frame for you guys on this, and Spirit said it ain't time. You're not supposed to give them the time frame, because time is an illusion. It's on God's time, divine time. All right, just take heed to the message. All right. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you get messages of when I notify, when I post my videos. Um, like I said, take what resonates, leave what does not. And like I stated kind of earlier in the video, um, the reason my name is Oya Shekmet Ishel Ajae, okay? Oya is storms. Shekmet is the other side of Hathor. Sekhmet is bloodthirsty. She likes war. She likes destruction. Ishel is the Mayan goddess of healing. And Ajay is the woman of wealth, or you can call her a witch. She is wealthy in wisdom and knowledge. And that is me. So again, like I always stated, I always don't resonate with the love and light of things. I always try to do push love and unconditional love out there, but I am also called um, to bring messages of death and destruction, and prompt people and awaken people to the other side of things. And it wasn't until I was there to was after the death of my father that I took very, very hard. But my ascension process during that time was so fast and so quick. I like it was crazy. Um, but I'm thankful for that experience because it brought me here today to bring these messages to you guys today. Had I not went through that, I wouldn't be where I'm at spiritually. Whew, to be here. Um, but it was also through um, the opportunity of being able to be there when my grandma took her last breath and help her spirit transition to the other side. That was an absolute honor, and it was an absolute blessing to be there that whole entire way. Like we literally brought her home from the hospital to go home. You know, our other option was putting her in hospice, and that was an option. So we brought her home, and she passed away in her own home. I'm sorry. And she passed away in her own home to essentially let her like evolve and go home. So that's a little bit of my story of how I got here to be able to connect with that other side to bring you guys these messages. But I gotta continue on with these other messages, okay? So that's a little background of who I am and how I got here and why I was initiated into the name of Oya Shekmet Ishel Ajay. All right. Sending a love and light out there to you guys during this time and Ashe.